Y'all, I just got finished watching Alex Cross on Prime yesterday. Listen, if you have heart problems, this is definitely not the show for you, okay? Because I felt like I was clutching my pearls so many times. This show had me so stressed out. And typically, I'm able to like fly through a series, fly through a show. Like, I get my TV on. I could not with Alex Cross, okay? It took me like 4 days to watch it. Now, if Alex Cross, if that sounds familiar to you, then you may remember that Tyler Perry starred in a movie called Alex Cross in 2012. I don't really like Tyler Perry's acting. I did not like it, especially for a serious role. I'm like, sir, please just stick to producing and doing whatever it is you do to get millions of dollars. But acting, let's not do it, okay? Unless you're Medea. So I didn't even care for the movie. And so one of my friends, she had texted me. She was like, "Are you watching Alex?" She said something. "Are you watching Alex Cross? Have you heard about Alex Cross?" I was like, "Girl, the only thing I know about Alex Cross is the Tyler Perry movie, and that sucked." So she was like, "No, it's a series on Amazon Prime." Here she go. Oh, the men are sexy or something like that. I was cracking up. I said, so I was just like, okay, I ain't say nothing. Then, of course, the next day, once I'm on social media, there's a buzz about Alex Cross. I said, so then I text her back and said, hey, the streets are talking about Alex Cross. I said, so I'm going to check it out. I said, but I'm currently watching Average Joe on Netflix. When that go off, I'll tune in. She said, yeah, check it out. Listen, it is a winner chicken dinner, okay? If you don't have heart problems, all right? So Aldis Hodge is Alex Cross, right? I don't really want to call him a main character because I mean, but the show is Alex Cross, but it's so many characters in this show. You know what I mean? That are like main character energy, okay? So Alex Aldis Hodge has been in several TV shows, movies, etc. He came on my radar when he starred in Underground, which was like this slavery period piece. I was like, oh, who is he? And yes, he is very easy on the eyes, honey. Okay. And so yes, that's how I came to know him. In the series, he has like this best friend slash brother. His real name is Isaiah Mustafa. In the movie, he plays John Sampson, and I think they just, oh yeah, the kids had called him Uncle John, and they're like best friends slash brothers. But Sampson was irritating me a little bit. We'll get into that in a minute. Now, I'm not familiar with this with Isaiah Mustafa, but when I googled him, it said that he was like the original Old Spice man. And like if you know now, Dion Cole has been on the Old Spice commercial. So also Isaiah Mustafa is easy on the eyes, okay? Easy on the eyes, tall. I'm like, okay. But y'all, this next character, I was so saddened because it was my man Ryan Eagle from New Amsterdam. Now, if you watched New Amsterdam, y'all know the doctor, y'all know Max. How can I help? Well, honey, he wasn't helping nobody in this series. He was a serial killer and he was crazy and he was rich and he looked crazy. Like his hair was blonde. He looked so crazy and he was just horrible human. Horrible. But riveting performance. Very good performance. Okay. If you haven't checked it out yet, and if you don't want spoilers, Now is your time to exit the video. Make sure you like it before you go, okay? All right, so let's get into the series, y'all. Y'all, we are not even 10 minutes into the series, and Alex Cross' wife dies, Maria. I'm like, what in the world? So already your stress level is up to here. I'm like, oh my gosh, not his. And I mean, when it opens up, he's on a double date with his man Samson. And him and his wife, they're having a fabulous time. You can tell they really love each other. They're engaged. They're kissing on each. They are in love, honey. So the fact that she dies as soon as they open up this series, devastation. Okay. Okay. Then it flashes. I think it says a year later. And he wanted to put his papers in at work, child. But nevertheless. So in this series, y'all, there is like different things going on, which keeps you stressed out. You have a serial killer who they don't figure out what he's doing until later, but what he was doing was he was kidnapping people that look similar to a killer, and he was like making them look like the killer, the person that was convicted and I guess died. And then he was killing them after he took their picture. And he had all these pictures in this book of like the original killer and then the person who he then kidnaps, make them look like this person. He thought he was some kind of psychotic artist. So you have that storyline going on, right? Then at the same time, somebody is like, after somebody is like gunning for Alex Cross's family. You see all this weird stuff, like his son had on this scarf, and the scarf was Maria's scarf that she had on the day she died. But when she died, the scarf wasn't on her. So the killer killed this lady, took the scarf, and then went into Alex's house a year later and put the scarf in their closet. What? Talk about crazy. Now, when you're watching it like me, I thought it was the serial killer doing all this. But it wasn't, which is what I'm saying. Stressful. Another thing is his best friend is annoying me. Because his best friend keep being like, you need therapy, you need to deal with the grief. I get it, but grief has no expiration date. The friend kept saying like it's been a year. I'm thinking, so what? That was his wife and they had 2 children. So what? It's just gonna take this man some time to like get it together, So that was irritating me. I was like, Joe, ugh, you irritating. So it's 8 episodes. We get to episode 7. And Alex, they have arrested the serial killer. I mean, Ryan Egold, however you pronounce it. Because them 2 G's in gold, they throwing me off. He's arrested. But then, he's arrested. But then Alex Cross, he goes to this man's house. I think, what was this man's name? I cannot think of this man's name, but it's this man who is looking for revenge. That's what it is. The man is looking for revenge, and like his street mom, because she wasn't his real mom. They were looking for revenge. So here we go. Episode 7. The serial killer is gone, so that type of stress is over. Then Alex Cross' grandmother, who raised him, they call her Nana Mama. Somebody is in their house. and it's the person who wants to get revenge. This other plot that's going on is in their house. She goes home, she hears something upstairs. She get a baseball bat out the closet. So she gives the guy a run for her money, but he's a big dude and she's a smaller, older lady. She winds up in the hospital. Y'all, this is episode 7. Talk stressed. I am like, no, not Nana Mama. Stressed. Okay. Then, so Nana Mama's in the hospital. So then we have the last episode, y'all. Now, it was this lady who's been a family friend. She's been a family friend all this time. Once he found out that this guy is plotting revenge on him, he's like, maybe it's not safe for y'all to be home because Nana Mama had got, assaulted in their house. This lady, this family friend is like, well, I have a cabin. The cabin is like 3 hours and 30 minutes outside of the DC area because this series takes place in DC, which, listen, the fact that they kept eating at this Ben's chili bowl was alarming to me. I ate at Ben's chili bowl once in my life because I wanted to see what the hype was about. And it was disgusting to me. I was like, this is gross. Like, what is this? I'm not interested. I'm never coming back here again. I'm not spending my money here. So obviously, I don't get it, right? So it was nice seeing the local areas in this movie, like the theme song, how it came on. I loved it. You know how sometimes you skip the intro? I never skipped the intro. I just was like, yes, I want to get into this. So the lady, she's like, I have a cabin. The cabin had a landline. It ain't have no Wi-Fi. 3.5 hours outside of DC. Well, y'all, midway through, not even midway, because we on the last episode. 1/3 through the last episode, we find out that the lady is in cahoots with the guy wanting revenge. And she got his kids and this lady that he been seeing. And she was like gonna kill his kids. Y'all, it was horrible. She poured gasoline on the kids. She was like, you gonna have to pick one because the guy that wanted revenge, his girlfriend had got locked up. And I think she killed herself in prison. And so she was the lady, the street mama. I guess she was her street mama too, I guess. And so she felt like she lost a child. So she also wanted revenge on Alex Cross. So it was just wild that we wrapped up with the serial killer and all that craziness. Then we come into this other storyline of these people wanting revenge, taking Alex's kids, zip tying the kids, zip tie Alex. But when Alex drove out there, his best friend was with him. But the best friend got shot. But he didn't die because he ended up coming back. They fight. They say the kids lock up dude. The lady, street mama, she ended up just burning herself up. I'm like, wow. Talk about a wild ride with a series, y'all. But look, it was good. It was good. I definitely recommend it. Very stressful. Writing is impeccable. This was some good writing, okay? So if you have already checked it out, please let me know how you felt about the series. All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to like, comment, let's be social on social media, and subscribe for more TV and movie reviews. See you in my next one.